Create awesome YouTube thumbnails using MidJourney in less than 5 minutes. Winning the thumbnail is 90% of the battle. With the advances of AI, it's possible to make great thumbnails, but let's also put out images that are less than stellar. The top creators are using multiple cameras, multiple editors, amazing lighting, and a great location to create their thumbnails. As smaller creators, we need a way to compete, and that can definitely be MidJourney. In this video, I'll show you how to create thumbnails that really grab attention and allow you to use any location in the world, or just your imagination. This is just the beginning. First step in my process of creating a cool background is deciding what style I want to use and getting inspiration. The best place to do it was the MidJourney Visual Dictionary. This is a tool I built for myself. I originally was using a spreadsheet, but actually it would load so slowly because it had too much data. So I built this tool. I can look through and choose if I want a landscape style, especially for a background. I might choose a landscape style, or I'm going to look at cartoons and comics a lot to get a different inspiration for an artist. All of this is absolutely free. You can get this at a link right below. You can choose the exact same tool that I use. I give it away because this just really helps me. I put a lot of money into maintaining this tool and I encourage you to use it. You can see different styles. If we use an anime style, whether they use in MidJourney style or if we switch to the Niji style, all of that information is encoded in here. So this helps me when I'm choosing to create a character. Once I have decided which style I want to play with, I start creating inside of MidJourney. You can see some demo examples I've done in the same way I did a t-shirt design in Artflow a couple weeks ago. First, I tried inside of MidJourney, see if there was a look I wanted. And we have a person wearing a custom t-shirt with a sun logo running away from an exploding dam. This is a great example of this. I would probably use this image instead. I think this is really great because it's a cartoon. I don't use realistic pictures of people other than me. That's just my own personal aesthetic. Looking through these, I look for images that have really good coloration. Even though this is on the left, I can reverse the image and get a really great result. So I'm also going to upscale that image. And this gives me something to work with. I test different art styles all the time. From here, a unicorn looking in a mirror. There's an idea that I was using. I actually ended up using this image. All of these are real images that I've used for different projects, whether it's box art or a thumbnail for different designs. Some of these are for product shots instead of YouTube thumbnails, but it's the same idea. Still the image that represents the story. Here, I wrote Evo Robot Battle, flat white background. In this case, I want to create something that separates from the background. And when I go to the next video, I'll show you editing in Canva. There's a style that has the text, an image, and then text in front of it where it's just empty characters or like outlines of the characters. So that the robot looks like it's in between and then sandwich it and it looks really, really cool style. This is what I do. So if I ask for a flat white background, I'm planning on removing the image from the background. This is the robot that I used. Well, let's grab a new robot so we can just see exactly that process from scratch. I look for something that has really vibrant colors that pop from the background. And let's just use this blue robot. So we'll upscale number 3 and grab some images that we're going to play with in a moment. I'm going to download each of these. Click on the image and you say, copy link. Testing a new browser, the Arc browser. So that's why I don't say open a default browser, because right now my default browser is Chrome. So for each of these images, we click on it, browser, copy link. Let's create some fresh images as well for a new type of design. So we hit /imagine, which means this is the prompt. It means to create an image. And we can do something along the lines from, and it's 40s brown hair. Like to imagine my hair is still mostly brown, but brown hair. I like to prompt in sections. So each of these is in a comma that helps me to look at it and see it in sections in my mind, even though the commas are not very important to MidJourney. You can write this without the commas and get a similar result. This helps me organize in my head. Here I will try different phrases such as bright colors, vibrant colors, neon colors to get a different result. I now have the rough idea and hit colon colon to say this is the end of the prompt, and now it's going to be just modifiers. Dash dash AR 16:9, 16 by 9 are the dimensions of a YouTube thumbnail. They are usually 1920 by 1080 pixels, but all you need to do is 16:9 because that's the dimensions of a movie. And then from here, I type repeat, and you can do 3 or 4. So I'll just do 3. This will end up giving me 12 images to choose from, 3 batches of 4. We're going to hit enter. Alrighty, these are coming out really good. In most of these, they put the man towards the center. That's not a problem. We can expand the image. We can uncrop the image to solve that problem if we see one that we really like and really catches my eye or catches my attention. I really like this image here. So I'm going to upscale number 2. The beauty of working inside of MidJourney is that I can modify or change the dimensions quite easily. If I want to move him to the right, I just want to expand the image to the left, so I'll hit the left pan button. Hit submit. Now, the same process I can accomplish using clip drops uncrop for free as well, but you're going to get the absolute best of the best results doing it inside of MidJourney. So if it's an image from MidJourney, easy to do it in here. And I cover other ways to uncrop in a couple of other videos, so make sure you watch the uncrop video about uncropping using clip drop and the expand your image using MidJourney. Both of those videos are worth watching to see more about this process. It always looks weird when you hit pan left until it makes the image. So if we look, it's added a second character during the cropping. It looks a lot like Tom Cruise there. We can try this again, and I'm going to get away from all of this additional stuff. When I'm writing this prompt, what I'm really describing is what's the new scene have. So I want to have exploding submarine, bright colors. The rest of this doesn't matter, but hit submit. Additionally, we're actually in the latest stable model 5.2. We can generate newer images using MidJourney 6, but this just shows you as a baseline that even MidJourney 5.2 creates really great thumbnails. And since most of my thumbnails are from MidJourney 5.2, that's going to be our starting point. What we're going to do next is jump to version 6. Just to see the difference. So even though version 6 is an alpha, we can still get some really great images. And the panning works a little bit better. So hit imagine. Same thing. Same thing, man in his 40s, brown hair, running away from an exploding submarine, bright colors. And we're just going to run this in MidJourney version 6 alpha just to give a baseline of comparison, and then we'll do some color comparison as well. So when we pan left now, we've added a submarine over there. Why? Because the prompt had the word submarine in it. Whatever you want to appear on the side, that's what you'll add. This now has a lot of action. I think between all of these, this is the best one. Maybe this one is better. I like the way the color comes in a line and still points towards the man. In this case, I would use this image, which is going to be number 2. Let's open this. So I'm saving all my images that I want to use in the browser. And we're going to run this next prompt. Just see the difference between version 6, just so you can have a baseline of comparison. That different versions of MidJourney really do create very different images that are vibrant in different ways. And you're going to get a different result every time you do it because MidJourney looks at what prompts have you done lately. Whatever you've created earlier that day or whatever I've demonstrated in a previous video will actually affect later images. So yeah, we get more exciting colors, more action. Great image here. Of all of these, this is probably the best one. I'm going to upscale that image because I like it. This is a great. I look for images where there's a good flow and there's room for me to put the description, and all of these pop really well from the screen. And I just want to show you what slight modifications can do to the prompt now. We've seen the difference between version 5.2 and 6. They're both good in just different ways. This feels like a painting. Let's just change the word bright to vivid and see how different that is. To most of us, bright and vivid colors sound the same. And I'm also going to do vibrant. You might expect these to all look exactly the same, but MidJourney will modify and treat these as slightly different words that have slightly different meanings. And we can also use the word neon colors. So this is vivid colors. See how we're getting a slightly different pop to the color, slightly different realistic. Still has a bit of that painting aesthetic, but there's a slight difference in the result. You get vibrant again, a little bit different, not a huge difference in these styles. Just changing each of these prompts by one word does cause a different result, and that's the beginning of playing with the prompt. My goal is always to get 5 or 6 images that I can use as the background image for my thumbnail. Once I have that, I can move on to the next steps in my process. If I need to expand an image, widen an image, zoom out, I can do all of those things. And I'm just looking for images that all have a different element to them that I like. And then I have the ability to make 3 variables. I always make 3 thumbnails for every single one of my YouTube videos. This is part of my process. I'm excited to see what comes out with neon. I encourage you to run multiple tests so that you are choosing from 5 to 10 sets of prompts rather than just one and grabbing the first one you like. Here with neon colors, doing some very interesting with purples here. This image is amazing. The brightness of this explosion is really powerful. Each of these catches my eye in different ways, and you're probably going to respond to different ones yourself, whichever mean a lot to you. Do you want the character running towards you? We can modify this prompt to change the direction of the man. So in this case, I'll put run toward, and I'll change slightly the description of the prompt, exploding submarine in the background. I like running repeat 3. That's what I tend to do most of the time. This means I'll get 3 batches of images to choose from. It just saves me a lot of time with my prompting. Hopefully we'll get one more image that just really catches our eyes that we like. If you've seen an image that I didn't choose that you liked more than the ones I've chosen, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear that. At the end of the day, the goal is to choose thumbnails that you guys like, not thumbnails that I like. Have my own guiding light, my own principles. I tend to choose images that are interesting and fun and exciting to me. It doesn't mean that they're fun and interesting and exciting to you, so your feedback does mean a whole lot. Let me know in the comments right below. And if you just love these cool images, hit that like button. It lets me know that this video is something interesting. This has a huge amount of kinetic energy. It's running towards you. It feels so alive. This is an amazing image. It's our second batch of images. A little too realistic, this image. It's great, but I don't like to use it. If it's too realistic, it's obviously not me. It's my aesthetic. I'm trying to maintain. I'm in images. So far, this is my favorite, so I'm going to upscale it. This is one advantage over creating the thumbnails using Artflow, that I can run multiple prompts at the same time. Artflow, I have to do one at a time. It's a slower process, but the trade-off is that the character looks exactly like me every single time. Let's look at our final batch of images. These are all cool, but I'm happy with the ones that I've picked. So then I go to my browser. Each of the images I right-click, I do same image, and I'm just going to call it Submarine. And then I put a number for each image. So Submarine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that I know they're all from the same thumbnail. Or I'll name them after whatever the video is about, so that I can have them organized. It just helps me. Otherwise, you get a really long name from MidJourney, and they're always going to be PNG files, which means they're going to be larger files than a JPG. Just keep that in mind. So we grab each of our images. I'm going to call my robot Robot 1, because this is for a different style thumbnail that helps me remember. Here we have 2 t-shirt ones. These are the exploding dam. These are sun shirts, so I'll name these as sun shirt because that was the design I said. T-shirt with a sun logo on it. Save my final sun shirt. Now I have 6 images that I can use as the background or main picture inside of my thumbnail. That's how I create thumbnails with MidJourney. If you don't want to use your face or you want to create amazing background for your thumbnails, MidJourney is an amazing tool. If you found this video interesting, useful, or at least entertaining, please hit that like button. That tells me to make more videos like this one, and it will help more people to find my content. If you hit the subscribe button, more of my videos will appear on your feed, and if you hit that bell, you'll get notified every single time I post a video. I'm on a mission to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so every single one of you is precious and special to me. If you leave a comment, I will read it and reply. That's the magic of a smaller channel. In the next video in the series, will take these images into Canva and turn them into epic thumbnails. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching one of my videos. Hit the like button, and then I've got a couple of sweet videos that I think you're gonna like. I've got one here and another one over here. You're gonna love them.